Okay, now that we know all six characters from the Mortal Kombat number one combat pack, now that we know that we're getting Shang Tsung, Nightwolf, Terminator, Sindel, Joker, Spawn, I just wanted to share like briefly and quickly just some of my opinions about the characters that we're getting. So everybody out here who plays Mortal Kombat 11 already knows that Shang Tsung and Nightwolf have already been released. So now we have four characters left to be released. Beginning on October the 8th, we'll be getting Terminator from the movie Terminator 1 and 2, the entire franchise. Sindel will be coming out November the 26th. Joker will be coming out January the 28th. And Spawn will be coming out March the 17th. Now, what we're going to do in today's video, we're going to take a quick look at a poll that I conducted on the channel, just asking the community, how did they feel about these six characters. Now, one thing I'm going to say before we jump off into the poll is that one of my biggest issues with the way NetherRealm Studio is doing things this time is because look at the time period in between the next four characters. It's only August the 28th right now. So we got to wait basically over a month and a half just before we get our next character. And then from there, we got to wait all the way until November the 26th to get Sindel. Then we got to wait all the way to 2020, January the 28th to get the Joker. And then we got to wait all the way until next year to get Spawn. Now, if I'm correct, in Mortal Kombat XL, they released approximately four characters at a time. There was two combat packs, which consisted of 8 characters per pack. Well, no, I think it was either 8 or 4 characters, but they released all the characters all at once. See, what you have now today online, and this is why I don't like the way that NetherRealm Studio is going about this, because when Shang Tsung first came out, he was the only brand new character. So with millions of people, playing Mortal Kombat 11, pre-ordered the game and waiting for the release date of Shang Tsung, everybody, is going to be playing these characters all at once. See, I think it would be best, to release like 3 to 4 characters at a time. Because, see, at least if we do that, then, we won't get, all of these mirror matches. But let's continue. Let's move on into the poll. Now, I asked the community, are you happy with the Combat Pack 1 characters? Now, we got 799 votes. Out of 799 votes, we get 85% of the community saying yes and 15% saying no. So for the most part, the overwhelming majority of people, in the community, the fighting game community, the Game Spotlight TV viewership, an overwhelming majority of people are pretty much happy. Now we're going to go off into the individual comments real quick. Hold up, let's pull that up. Let's go off into the comments. All right. We're at the same poll. Now, in this section, we gave people, people have the opportunity to not only vote, yes or no on the poll, but they also have the chance to be able to provide, commentary on exactly why they voted the way that they did. Now, at the top, we have a guy saying, I like, but I hate Joker. Let's go to the next one. Let me highlight these so you'll know where I'm reading from. Okay, we got Chris Patry. He typed, I suppose it's good, but many characters are missing, like it's Ermac, Smoke, Reptile, Cyrax, and all robots, Kenshi from XL, and many more missing. See, I would have to totally agree with this comment. So let me give it a thumbs up. I would have to totally agree with this comment because if we look at the vast selection of characters that we've had throughout the entire franchise, like characters, I'm gonna let me show this picture real quick. Okay, wait just a second. We're gonna get back into the all right, now look at this picture. Now look at all these characters. I mean, we have characters like Melina missing. I mean, characters like Reptile, Quan Chi, Striker. Let's see, Ermac, Cyrax, Sector, Smoke. Let's take a look at this list. The issue is this, man, and I hope NetherRealm Studio hears this video, man, because people, diehard Mortal Kombat fans, the ones that keep the game going. Now you have the casual player who's gonna go out and purchase Mortal Kombat 11, probably pre-order the game, just to play it for a couple, maybe a month or two until he figures out that, he's totally garbage at the game, and then it'll be at the top shelf at GameStop, for $5 off. But the people who keep the game going are the hardcore fans. The hardcore fans, the professional players. We are the people that keep this video game going. Now, if we look at all of these characters, I mean, there's hundreds of characters that, we haven't seen since the Mortal Kombat 3D era. It's like, I mean, are these characters ever going to come back into Mortal Kombat? I read an article, right before Mortal Kombat 11 dropped, and Ed Boon was saying something, well, somebody from the NetherRealm team was talking about Mortal Kombat 11 might be, their final Mortal Kombat game. They were saying NetherRealm Studio might move on, into making different type of games after this. I'm hoping that rumor is not true, but if it is, man, I would have to say, as far as like the character selection of Mortal Kombat 11, especially now that we know, the entire roster, that's going to be out in the combat pack, I would have to say that I'm a little bit disappointed. I mean, out of all these hundreds of great characters that we all grew up, loving, it's just like, I mean, wow, when are they coming back? Let's go back into the poll real quick. Okay, we got Team Jesus. He says, hell no. Terminator, Joker, and Spawn are waste of spots. Now, to be totally honest, I would have to agree with you. I agree with you 100%, except for the fact that I guess I'm a little bit biased here. And that's because I'm a Terminator fan. And at this point, with this generation, of consoles, PlayStation 4, I really don't see, them making any more Terminator games. So the only way that I can play as the Terminator, is to have him as a DLC character in Mortal Kombat. So, Terminator, I would have to give a thumbs up to Terminator just because I'm a fan of all of his movies. But I see exactly where you're coming from. Let's go into the next comment. Bam Offset 21 wrote, the Joker should not be in Mortal Kombat at all. I wish Ash Williams, not somebody from DC. Just no. I agree with that as well. I really never been a fan of the Joker at all. He was always the villain, in the Batman movies, and since I am such a huge Batman fan, I never, really liked the Joker. Let's move off into the next comment. Lucifer 212 says, I'm really excited for the Joker. So now we see a conflict of interest. I mean, the community is, divided. We have, some guys saying that they like the Joker and they're glad that he's coming to Mortal Kombat 11. And we got other guys against it. Okay, let's go. Let's keep moving. Silver Eye 7 says, I'm happy with the characters, but just not happy with the times of release. I was hyped for Spawn, but he's coming out next year. I 100% agree with this statement. I mean, we already waited like over a year just to get the video game. Now you mean to tell me, we have to wait until 2020 just to see Spawn? That is absolutely ridiculous. Like, NetherRealm Studio, man, is really full of a bunch of bullshit right now. Who wants to wait all the way until March next year? I mean, damn near 1 year after the release date of the video game, just for one DLC character. Like, that's absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And I would have to say another thing about Mortal Kombat 11. The netcode is horrible. I'm sure for, everybody that, has been watching my live streams sees how, well, this is not just to people who watch my live streams, but, if you play in King of the Hill matches, NetherRealm, their netcode, man, is absolutely horrific. I mean, you just randomly wow, I can't believe my battery's low. Let me plug up real quick before I get booted. Wow, I wasn't expecting that. I'm sorry. But like I was saying, the netcode, the online gameplay, man, it is just totally horrendous. I mean, for this age, technology by this point in time, man, should have really advanced to the point. I play other video games like Grand Theft Auto. I play sport games like Madden, NBA 2K. I've never experienced the online lag like I have with NetherRealm Studios. Now, don't get it wrong. I love Mortal Kombat 11. I love the graphics. One of my issues with the video game is the fact of the small, roster size. Man, they just left out so many good characters. Let's keep going. Okay, we have JG. He wrote, okay, let's expand so we can read his whole comment. JG wrote, y'all really can't be pleased. They give a great combat pack with one, maybe two characters that's certainly odd to be in MK. And you rail NetherRealm. Like, chill, give them a chance before you bust their balls. And all the people whining about, ooh, but DC characters shouldn't be in MK. Boo-hoo. Obviously, haven't been paying much attention the last couple of years. NetherRealm Studios has made it very clear that they are open to adding characters to both franchise games, talking about Injustice, and despite the backlash from subs and Raiden and Injustice 2, everyone I personally know that played the game legitimately enjoyed the characters. So who's to say Joker won't be good too? He looks strange, sure, but they have plenty of time to fix it. Personally though, fuck Terminator. And I wish you could see the big old middle finger that I just gave up as I was reading that. You know what? I would have to agree with that. I mean, I see both sides of the argument. I absolutely see both sides of the argument because who's to say? I mean, Joker, man, he might be like a really cool character. Now, I know in Mortal Kombat XL, you had a lot of people whining about Alien and Leatherface, man, but, turned out Alien to me turned out to be one of the best. I mean, one of the most fun to play characters ever. So I'm optimistic. I'm gonna be optimistic and hope. But even his commentary does not take away the fact that the way that they're doing these releases, man, we have to wait all the way until next year just to get Spawn, man. That is fucking ridiculous. That is fucking ridiculous. They need to, if they release 3 characters at a time, I would be cool. I would stop my whining, but 1 character every couple of months? Like, what in the hell? Okay, let's keep moving. We have Illusion. He says, I am kind of excited about it, but why Joker? Like, Joker has nothing to do with Mortal Kombat. I really just want Sindel. Good comment. I agree. Okay, let's move on. We have Pablo Perez. He says, nothing wrong with having Spawn in MK11. And once again, I agree. Because I don't care. They can bring the Incredible Hulk. They can bring Superman. They can bring every DC and every Marvel character that they want into Mortal Kombat. That's not the issue that I have. My issue is that they are taking slots away from characters that I personally have grown up on. Like, I was so disappointed when I found out Cyrax wasn't going to be in Mortal Kombat 11. Like, that's so disappointing, because when you play the story mode and look at his design and the way he fights, man, he is such of a cool character. And to not have him in Mortal Kombat 11, man, oh man, that really sucks. It really sucks. Let's move on. Forcer. I think overall it's pretty good. Better than both MKX packs, but could still use improvements. Okay, we have Gab D Panda. He said, y'all shut the fuck up. Joker is going to be a amazing character. We have, I'm not 100% sure how to pronounce this first name, Anijah Collins Bowen. I'm happy with it. We got Leon Barnett. I'm glad Ash lame ass didn't make the cut. We have Dave the God. I love it. Joker and Spawn plus Arnie, aka Arnold, looks sick, but hopefully get Melina in the future with her classic ear to ear grin, not the crappy MKX look. LOL. I'm hoping we have 2 combat packs as well. I mean, if everything, if we all got our wish, we would be getting a new character once a month, all the way into the release date of Mortal Kombat 12. I mean, if I had my way, but unfortunately, NetherRealm Studio, I don't know, man. They got their heads stuck in the clouds. Hopefully those guys up there at the studio, man, wake up, man, and listen to the fans. Listen to the diehard fans, because our opinions do count. Okay, we have Dana Supergirl. Yes, I am, but the Joker, no. Okay, let's move on. User number 9. They're cool except that Joker. Like, why? Yep, this is a recurring theme. Not a lot of people are pleased with the Joker. Then we have this guy right here. He says they should give us Rain back. I agree. And I thought Rain would definitely be making the cut, because he was such of a highly requested character, man, by the community. Like, I was almost 100% sure to see Rain, in Combat Pack 1. But unfortunately, I was disappointed. And see, NetherRealm Studio, they tried to be slick. They gave us Rain as far as, like, when you're doing what is it, Shang Tsung's Fatal Blow, you get to see Rain momentarily for a couple of seconds. So I guess, for all you Rain fans, you got Rain. Okay, we have Aniceto Mal, Mal, oh my God, I cannot pronounce this name. Joker should have looked more like Heath Ledger, but in my opinion, I would have been happy with the Nicholson persona. Yeah, I agree. I like the old school Jack Nicholson Joker. You know, the one from the early '90s. Okay, Anonymous Drip Camper HD, except Joker. Let's move on. Yes, but I don't like how the Joker looks. So this is a recurring theme. Not a lot of people are pleased with Joker. We have Aubrey says can't wait to play as T-800 and Spawn, but the character's taking forever to come out though. We have Caroline, Yura, Rosira, Rosales, C, Fear Kratos, Noob Saibot. Luckily, we got Noob Saibot, so that's one thing that I'll have to say. Okay, we had that one guy, 123. Half the combat pack is utter garbage, but it's been that way since 2015, so I guess I shouldn't complain too much or act surprised. Nope, you shouldn't act surprised or complain too much. Okay, let's move on. Mike Man says they need to release all of them. And you know what's a little bit weird? Because this is technically not a combat pack. You just made me think about it, because a combat pack comes out all at once. For them to be, putting months, in between the release date of each and every single character, this is actually not even a combat pack. It's almost like we're getting 6 combat packs that contain only one character. All right, King Art 70 says bring Stryker back. I agree. I really thought that they were going to bring Stryker back. Okay, B-Boy Beat TV says yes, but I want it. I don't know. I mean, are you saying that you don't have it and you wish somebody would gift it to you? That's the way I take it. We have Kagan says the only good thing about Joker is that creepy smile. Then shivers. And Kagan also says glad there are more packs. All right, I have a question for anybody listening or anybody that comes and watches this video. Is this going to be the only combat pack? I'm not 100% sure. I did a little bit of research, but you know how rumors are. Rumors are not to be trusted. So at this point, I am not 100% certain that we are going to even be getting a second combat pack. But if anybody has, any information about us getting a second combat pack, man, please share it. But you know what I'm really hoping, guys? If we do get a combat pack, well, actually, when we go to talking about rumors, let's take a look at this. Supposedly, Combat Pack 2 has already been leaked. Let's take a look at the characters. Look at what we have here. Meat in 2020 comes out November the 1st. Next, in 2020, we get a brand new character named Suck Lantern. He's a crossbreed between Green Lantern and a sucker. Then we get, in June the 12th, Derek Kurtznick. On Father's Day, we get Dr. Phil, the Eminem version. Then sometime, in 2021, we might get Batista. April Fools, right before the release of Mortal Kombat 12, we get Melina. So that means Melina is finally going to return back to Mortal Kombat 11. But unfortunately, guys, I told you, man, rumors are very, very, very dangerous. Very dangerous. All I ask of NetherRealm Studios at this point is to please backtrack. Look at everything you did right throughout the entire franchise. Look at all these scary characters, all these really good characters, man, that you have created. Like, over these, well, how long has Mortal Kombat been out? Since the 90s? So what would you say, like, close to 20 years, give or take? But NetherRealm Studio, look at all these, beautiful characters, man. One day, we need to, focus more on, roster sizes and roster improvements. But maybe by the time of, the next gen system, technology will have advanced to the point to where, they can get more data on video games. Who knows? Maybe 10 years from now, hey, we might get, a Mortal Kombat video game with every character, that's ever been created. But until then, guys, man, just be happy. Be happy with what you're getting. And, enjoy yourself, man. And stay safe out there. Hey, thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Peace.